y'all. Wanted to make a video. I haven't spoke to y'all in a minute. Life has many uncertainties, and basically, if it's like a card game, you gotta play the cards that you dealt. You could try to cheat, but we all know cheaters never really win, and there's no satisfaction in being a winner because you cheated. But anyway, so God blessed me with a good man. He proposed to me. After he proposed, I got pregnant, and I lost that baby at 2 months. Had a miscarriage. Then we continued to try again. Got pregnant again, but I didn't know I was pregnant. And let me turn this radio down. And I didn't know I was pregnant, and so I went to the hospital because I had been throwing up and just wasn't feeling good. But I know it wasn't a regular sickness because I wasn't like throwing up my food. It was just clear liquid, and everything I smelled threw me off, so I knew it was something, or I felt like I was pregnant again. So lo and behold, I go through emergency, find out, I was, that I was pregnant, and they did some lab work or whatever, and then they did an ultrasound, and I believe a CAT scan or whatever. No, they did the ultrasound, and they found a mass, in my uterus area. So that's what made them go further and do the CAT scan, and then I got an MRI, just multiple tests. I was in the hospital. At that time, I figured I'd just be there overnight because they're running tests. So the doctor comes to me, and he say, well, call your family because I'm finna take you down to the OR. We're finna do an emergency surgery. I say, oh no, I'm not having no surgery. I've never had surgery in my life, and I gotta call my husband, I gotta call my mom, I gotta call my people, So I called my people, and they were basically in shock too because they knew I just went through emergency because I wasn't feeling well or I couldn't hold nothing down. So long story short, they had to do a DNC. For those who don't know what a DNC is basically when they scrape your uterus, suck everything out, which means this time I didn't have a miscarriage, but because of what they found, they had to give me a DNC. So after that, they did further tests, and and I'm in the hospital about 3 days now. Fourth day, they tell me to call my family and have a family meeting here at the hospital on the next day at 5 p.m., which means all night long I tossed and turned like, why do I have to have a meeting? Why do all my family got to be here? Am I finna die or something? So my family come. My family, my immediate family, and then my husband's immediate family came, and a couple of friends, my aunts. I have a hell of a support system. I have family that love me. But when the doctor come in, he say, so you have cancer. I have cervical cancer. They found something in my liver and possibly something on my spine. Like, what? I feel perfectly healthy. I don't feel no cancer, So the doctor then asked me and my husband, did we have any questions? And I was basically lost for words. My family, his family, they began to ask questions, probably things that I would want to know, eventually. But at that time, I didn't have nothing to say. I just began praying in my head like, Lord, you are the head of my life. And I know we go through things for whatever reason. So now I know I'm jumping around too. I do want to bring this up that my husband proposed March the 10th of 2017. We moved in together the end of April. I got pregnant in April or May. Or possibly would have been July because I found out August the 30th that I had a miscarriage. So, and then after that, I had some bold ass insurance. I don't know if y'all know about Harbor Health, but it's only select doctors I can go to. So My husband said, "Oh, we're not waiting till next year to get married. We could still have a big wedding, but we're gonna get married now." So, um, my grandfather's the pastor of my church, so my grandfather did our marriage counseling, and then he married us in his living room. And we didn't tell anybody because it was just a small ceremony. Basically, me and him was saying it's business, but it was just so that I could be added to his medical insurance because he has a good job or whatever, and I can, see whatever doctor and specialist I wanted to see. So my mother, grandparents were there, his father, and a lot of people was mad at us about that. We did that. So we got engaged March the 10th, and then we got married October 28th. And I found out I had cancer the end of November, which was a blessing. I was able to be in the hospital with good insurance. They ran all these tests, and I've been in the hospital multiple times, or I get regular checkups, and no one had never seen this mass of cancer in my cervical area. So, I know insurance, having some better or good insurance really makes a difference at hospitals. I know some hospitals that you got bold insurance, they treat you and let you go. Other hospitals treat you, try to cure you, do whatever they need to do. But so I'm bringing this up today to say that when you try to live your life right before God, I had multiple relationships, long term. We even lived together, which means I was fornicating, laid up, shacking, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't no future in our relationships, and but this man come along and he do right by me. We get married. We done had so many things happen in this little bit of time, and the only thing that both of us could say is, devil, you tried, but you got to come with something better than that. Because, the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy, and to deter you, to basically make you feel like you can't go on, or try to break you. See, when you doing stuff right before God, he don't like that. He don't like that. We a young married couple trying to live right. I try to empower the women that are around me. He's a hell of a man, and I love Shannon, and he's a great friend too as well. So when you are trying to live right and be right before God, the devil comes and shows his face, like what he's doing, or the things that he brings that we have to conquer is going to do something. I have my faith. I have mustard seed faith. So you don't even need a lot. You could have that mustard seed faith, just that enough to show God, like, he trained me well. I know who has my life and who's controlling it, and I just want to encourage people that are going through. I'm definitely, I cried. Me and my husband cried together. We cried alone, to ourselves. I did the why me, Lord. I done been through all of that. At this point, I feel like this is a fight. I'm going to whoop cancer ass. If God sees something different, then he's going to call me home. But I'm definitely right with God. So either way it go, it's going to be a testimony, and I'm going to be praising his name, whether I'm here on earth or whether I go to heaven. Either way, I'm praising. So, devil, you get no glory. But I just want to encourage those, and all my family and friends, to continue to pray for me. And I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing my life with people, because I think that's what we're here for. If God want to share his life or share the lives of others around him, we wouldn't have no reason to wake up in the morning. So I'm here. I'm going to be a testimony. I have been a testimony because I've come a long way from how I recall back in the day. I was a hot mess. God has really worked on me and changed me, and I'm a work in progress. He's still working on me. So, but I just want to just encourage everyone and pray for me while I pray for you. Bye.